Weak men tend to have weak opinions around women, especially in the uprising of the booba meta. I'll just continue to sit and watch them expose themselves. Like, I am the exact opposite of opinion of everyone here. All these mainstream streamers who are saying that like they want to shut this shit down. I was like, I want more. I want male hot tub streamers. I want non-binary hot tub streamers. You know, I want you know, like, let's have more trans hot tub streamers. Let's hot tub meta this shit all the way to the moon. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw this, just in, Twitch is creating new pools in hot tubs and beaches category. If you do not appropriately categorize your stream, you may be moved from the category by Twitch staff. Okay. Oh, Lycan. Somehow they continue to address problems without addressing problems. Yes, the problem of women showing their breastises. How dare they? I'm so confused. How the new pools and hot tubs and beaches category will work. As a follow-up to our announcement about the new pools, hot tubs, and beaches category, we want to provide more detail on how the category will work and what you can expect if you use it. This new category enables creators to continue to stream the content they want while also giving viewers and advertisers more control over their experience on Twitch. Now, make no mistake, Phaedrus, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Make no mistake, everybody. I think that there is no question whatsoever that Twitch has not been handling this in any way, shape, or form properly. They just demonetized Amarath, who is probably the biggest hot tub meta streamer, and they demonetized her without any explanation as to why, which is also pretty messed up. On top of which, the argument has been for a while, what if these hot tub streamers, are they pulling in children? You know, are young impressionable boys suddenly looking at this and being like, oh God, and are those children then running to their parents' credit cards, grabbing the credit cards and spending all the money on the boobas because they have no control over what they see. It's too hypnotizing. It's too powerful. That's probably been the problem, that it's far too powerful, and men cannot control themselves, as you know. So Twitch is now taking a stance. They've created a new category, which is going to be hot tubs and beaches. Hot tubs and beaches. So there's going to be a hot tubs and beaches category. New category, same functionality. First and foremost, the pools and hot tubs beaches category functions very similar to any other category on Twitch. This means if you select pools, hot tubs, and beaches, when you go live, you can switch to the new category midstream if your content changes. As with other categories, you can only stream to one category at a time. All right, for research purposes, let us check out what content is going down. Best of Twitch. Thick Twitch moments, bro! Trolling girls with a hot tub meta. Oh, y'all are so...
Did it already happen? Because I thought there was going to be a Twitch town hall today where they ask questions in the community and they answer questions.
But okay, the other thing too is that, man, the content landscape is constantly evolving, right? We went from Twitch, which was just gaming. There was a time where I could not even talk to
really nice.
like,
like
this for longer than 30 minutes. Otherwise, I was at risk of not getting.
When I got banned and I was in hot water,
as Twitch has
I had
grown,
to get a
and as people
Twitch counseling
to the platform, as creators have grown, as creators have started doing more interest, and I'm not just talking about I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about
I have to go
duck feeding cams and the owl streams that we've seen, and individuals like Joey Chaotic, who's going out and doing IRL streams and then breakdancing, and if you don't like IRL or breakdancing, you kind of have that power to not only adjust your discoverability, but just to also not engage and watch on it. Now, with that being said, if you have concerns other than what we may have addressed today, by all means, when we get down to it, which will be next or in a little bit, we'll have a form that you can fill out. It will allow.
I do love how they're saying like don't watch. I can't tell. I assume this is XQC's chat, so obviously that would mean that like they're making fun of it, right? Just close your eyes. Yeah, they're making fun of it. But like, I don't understand why that's a controversial take. Like you can look away, you know? Like you're not powerless. Like my dudes, to the straights and the hets. Like, as someone who loves breasts, I think they're just the bee's knees. You can look away. You're not powerless. You know? Like, you can also have a like, oh, that was nice, and then do something else. It's not as if it's like, well, I am now locked in for whatever time is allotted here. Basically, as long as this is going on, I will have to both watch and pay money for the boobas.
Allow you to elaborate a little bit more.
Wait a minute.
I am
just don't watch?
speaking to this from an approach of our nudity and attire policy, what is appropriate context, and what we hope that creators who do report and do help us keep Twitch safe and with
you're saying so true.
And
I don't think I agree,
following
man.
rules, etc. So that's all I'm going to talk about as far as this today. Let's move on to our next. Topic.
Guys, I don't want to be against Twitch on this one entirely, but
that didn't hit all of the things that you'd like to hit.
A twisted part of me hopes that that people min-max the meta even more to the point where they have to take action, and then it's kind of like it shows the real problem.
What is the real problem, XQC? Can you tell me? Like, all right, so let's take a gander at the hot tub meta. Like, this is what
in over 500,000 more followers and quintupling her average viewer count in recent weeks. Soon, men started taking up the call as well, with the likes
awesome. You love to see it. Equal opportunity, please.
of Wubby, Jake and Bake, and even Asmongold all jumping into hot tubs of their own, even if they treated it more like a joke.
I think I need to make you smaller on my stream because a lot of married men who watch my stream consistently have me up, and
Owners on her body led to back-to-back bans 24 hours apart near the beginning of 2021.
Yes, thank you for the $200. This is freaking hype. I love it. Woo!
This hot tub meta once again ignited the old argument of what should be allowed on a Twitch stream. Up to this point, there had been some form of plausible deniability.
Like, yeah, it's sexualized, all of it. It's all very sexualized. But again, I don't see fundamentally like why this is a huge problem. Is it entirely because it's on this platform? Like, I'll agree with people who want to say that this is sexualized to the point where like you should put it under the 18+ category. Fine. Like, remember when we were watching the Quartering rip into this and he's like, and they don't even put on any kind of child censorship, not that would do anything. And like, I agree, not that would do anything in essence, but I mean, if that's the rule we've set, because there's content on here that people that I think children should not be experiencing. There's extremely violent video games like that kids should not be watching. So yeah, it should have that child 18+ thing. And when it comes to fucking XQC and Trainwrecks, their fucking gambling meta, slot machine meta is fucking way worse. Especially for like their young kids and fans. Like, come on, XQC has like 100,000 live viewers. You can't tell me that like at least 10 to 20,000 of those aren't like 15-year-olds, aren't like 15 or 16-year-olds. Okay, so at the end of the day, those 15 and 16-year-olds, when they're watching them and they've got this like slot machine meta in which the two of them, Trainwrecks and XQC, two of the largest streamers on this platform, are just playing non-stop slots and gambling. And it's even worse in Trainwreck's case, where he's got like a sponsor code where it's like, yeah, sign up now and you can be a part of this like online gambling phenomenon. And all they do for like 5 or 6 hours is play slot machines. And obviously they gamble tons of real money, but I mean, I don't know how much they're paid by the sponsorship of those companies. I don't know how much they make in subs and stuff. So like, is it really gambling when at the end of the day, like if you're going to make a guaranteed $10,000 or $15,000 in one stream, and then you gamble $5,000 actively in front of people, was that really gambling, or are you just actively participating in like enriching yourself while simultaneously, you know, recruiting kids? And I'm not even saying, to be honest with you, that shouldn't be allowed, that we should just ban all people who want to gamble streams. Like, fuck, if you want to gamble on your stream. But I don't think you can actively say, like, this should be removed from the platform because, like, I don't want anything that is sexualized, while at the same time, I'm totally fine promoting, like, full-on gambling. Last year, Train said he made $20,000 a stream. Holy fuck.
As to whether a stream was intended to be sexual in nature. However, inflatable hot tub streams have been a lot more overt, with streams.
Yeah, it like 100% is sexual in nature. I don't think anyone's denying that. Like this is sexual in nature, right? Like this is sexual in nature. All of these are.
Self say that while there may be a problem, it's not the fault of the streamers, but of Twitch itself, and its continuing inconsistency when it comes to breaches of TOS.
Every time it's been for the same period of time.
There are some people denying it. Well, like, I don't know. I mean, if you're denying it, you're just obviously, I think, lying. Like, you're well aware that, like, the whole purpose of this is partially, like, I don't think it's as low effort or as low tier as people make it out to be. Like, I know a lot of, like, the critiques of female streamers in general. I think it comes from, honestly, a deep-seated sexism in general, where it's just, like, women are only watched because they're hot, and that's it. They don't offer anything else. Like, I have watched some of the hot tub streams, and obviously they're just like hyper getting like sexualized by the chat, but they're also pretty fucking witty at what they're saying back to them, right? Like how they respond. Like it is entertaining beyond just like, oh, that's a super hot chick in front of me. On top of which, like to like they have to also, I'm sure, exercise quite a bit and stay in shape. Like there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes in order to make a stream of that nature. But even then, even if it was just sex, like that's it. Like you know, a woman literally turns on the camera and then just sits there and waits for money to pour in while she says and does nothing and just sits there like a sex doll or something. Again, I don't see the problem. Like I don't see why it has to be erased or expunged from the internet. Like at the majority, yeah. I mean, you can sexualize any streamer, absolutely. But like, I'll be honest, I still don't understand why this is so offensive to people. It's like, yeah, okay, she's hot, and this is obviously like a sexualized idea and image, and they're making lots of money while they're doing it. And so what? So what?
Because then I feel like
that the communities, the creators, that those that have around here, and we do owe you an update. And unfortunately, I do not have any updates to share with you right now. And I know this is frustrating, and I am sorry for the delay. Please, you can be upset at me today.
Weak men tend to have weak opinions around women, especially in the uprising of the booba meta. I'll just continue to sit and watch them expose themselves. Like, I am the exact opposite of opinion of everyone here. All these mainstream streamers who are saying that like they want to shut this shit down. I was like, I want more. I want male hot tub streamers. I want non-binary hot tub streamers. You know, I want you know, like let's have more trans hot tub streamers. Let's hot tub meta this shit all the way to the moon. And on top of which, there's a category for it now. Like this was the biggest complaint that the quartering and all these people had, was that like at the end of the day, this is within the just chatting section. So kids who might be clicking on just chatting because they want to hear XQC possibly say the N-word will accidentally get into a hot tub stream where they're going to be exposed to some boobas. And when they see the boobas, it's going to change their minds. Because, you know, the first time a young child might ever see a breast on the internet is going to be through Twitch, because they were just, again, trying to find another streamer doing their thing. So this is a huge problem, right? This is an absolute devastating problem for the platform. Okay, well now it's been moved. It's moved from the just chatting section to its own unique section. So now it's its own unique section. If you want it to be 18 plus only, I mean, make that the next requirement then.
You want to be But I want...
From what I understand, the reason they made the new category is so advertisers can opt out of the category. Okay. Well, that's the other fucked up thing, by the way. Has this been brought up yet? The fact that, I know that Amarath, I believe that's her name, the one that we were showing on the banana, she just got demonetized. And a big reason that they were like, she got demonetized was because ultimately advertisers are getting a little conflicted if their content is being shown on that. Well, at the same time, another Twitch streamer, a female one, said that there was dildo ads playing over her content. She's like, my chat is telling me that they were seeing ads for dildos that are playing on the platform. So what's going on here, Twitch? You're totally fine taking in money from a corporation that is advertising dildos, which, I don't know, by their very nature might be sexual. Well, at the same time, it's completely inappropriate if an advertiser puts their ads on top of someone who is completely, like, they're not naked, they're in bikinis, they're in bikinis on bananas, like, goddamn. Like, the same dudes, the same straight guys who are always like, fucking, I love tits are hot, are the same ones who are like, this has to fucking stop. All right, it's gone too far. There are too many tits on this platform. Too many women with beautiful big tits, and they're showing them off, and they're getting views and clicks for those titties, and I can't control it. Why can't I control the titties?
I want to know what they said, but it's guys. I have to know. Now I'm triggered.
Twitch or
I'm not triggered. I'm not triggered. I just kind of want to know.
I think people, we as creators,
okay, here it comes.
Allow bathing rather than you're gonna hear me repeat this over the next couple shows.
Here it comes.
So
hot tub meta.
Hot tub meta. I think there's a couple people in chat that is asking about the hot tub meta, and
a couple.
We're gonna talk about it. So,
can I see another Gamergate one day? I don't see it in the same way the Gamergate both grew and exploded on the internet. I think like the dynamics of all these principles have changed, but you'll see a different kind. Absolutely. Amarath can still get subs and donos. She just gets no ads. Yeah, that's basically where it's at, right? Okay, let's listen to. I want to see what DJ Weed has to say about the hot tub meta.
We understand at Twitch that this has been getting a lot of attention from the community lately. And we have been watching.
She lost $400,000. She made $400,000. What? What? I am what? I make like $100 or something a month off the ads off Twitch. God damn, what am I doing wrong? There's days when I have like 1.2K viewers. Is my contract fucked or what's going on here? I am so confused. You need to play ads more? That's true. I never do play ads. I never play ads in the middle. But doesn't everyone automatically get an ad when you tune in to my stream? And then once the ad is over, then it happens? God damn.
Closely. Our nudity and attire policy does allow bathing suits in an appropriate context. And hot tubs do fall under that criteria. However, what has not changed is the sexually suggestive and explicit content is not allowed under the guidelines, under the TOS, and Twitch will take action when...
Okay, so yeah, I this is the first point where I'll push back on, whereas I was like, there is definitely a sexual element to it. I mean, we're not kids here. We can admit to that, right? We can, like, we're all grown-ups here. We understand there's a very hot woman on top of a banana writing her name, your name on her breasts, or doing like, what is it, like pull-ups or sit-ups for a certain amount of gifted subs. Like, we're all adults here. We know what's happening, okay? We're well aware. Come on.
That is reported to us.
Okay.
So... I understand that people are upset.
There's a sexual element to Hassan. Get the bag, fam. I mean, come on. You can sexualize virtually anything, you know? Like, I know everyone here right now is like, yeah, Lance, take off your shirt. But like, if there was not even Lance as a stream, and all the stream was just like a beanie, like this was the whole stream was just a fucking beanie, a talking beanie, you could still sexualize that. To some, like, people sexualize anything. People sexualize the fucking boat that got trapped in the canal. what was the time on that? Had to be a speed run for sexuality. That went in like how long until that became all of a sudden pornos. It's like, oh yeah, there's like a full-on like hentai comic or whatever, where like, you know, all these like dudes are plowing the boat. I was like, what the fuck? Wow, that was a speed run on that shit.
Guys, I'm not an admin, and I've been banned a lot of times. I'm in the work position to talk about this, but
hentai, how's it? Hentai, is that how you pronounce it? Sorry, I'm not showing my weebery right now. You know, I'm such a weeb poser. Like the other day, I was on fucking Twitter, and there was nonstop black and white photos of some like shredded dude looking at the moon, and I like that was my whole feed. All these people were like Sag tears, and I was like, I am so fucking lost. I am so lost. I have no idea why everyone is tweeting the picture of this black and white shredded dude looking at the moon, or talking about Berserk, or what the fuck does any of this mean? And then obviously I found out that the artist, I did a little bit of research. The artist of the anime Berserk had died very young, tragically, I think at 59 years old or something. And yeah, I know, but I'm not a weeb. I'm not up on my anime. Okay, I understand why everyone's so sad about this. I'm gonna be interviewing Super Eye Patch Wolf. All right, and he happens to be, I think, the most famous weeb in history. So we can talk to Super Eye Patch, and he can improve my knowledge of these kind of things. You know, Berserk probably influenced something you like. Oh, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Yeah, no question.
I think this is gonna be a nightmare to enforce.
About some of the content that might be, you know, out there, and I think there's two things I want to take away from this. First and foremost, the teams are watching this. They are looking at it. The nudity and attire policy, you can go and review it. It does allow bathing suits. Right in a proper context. Sexually explicit and sexually suggestive content is not okay.
No, I'm just saying that I don't want to say I feel like it's obvious, okay, when the context is being extracted almost like an orange, right? Where the beach, the going, the swimming, the reason to wear a bathing suit, that's the orange, right? But now it's being juiced to the very crisp of it, and they get the very extract, which is
you know what's funny? Sometimes I'll watch people who are being absolute weirdos, but then I'll be like, I get your appeal now. Like I understand why people like XQC sometimes. I was like, this is just silly, but it's kind of funny silly. So yeah, obviously I think this is weird, but like, okay.
Which is the bathing suits and the as much skin as possible. It's the very small extract, and the whole rest of the context, fuck that. And you know, I don't have a problem against it. I told you guys already. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying that it's gonna be impossible to enforce because.
Yeah, you obviously give a fuck. You've been talking about this for so long. You were the one who coined the term hot tub meta. Like XQC made a tweet about it where he was basically like, yeah, this hot tub meta shit has to stop. I think what I will agree with XQC on is that oranges, A, are delicious, and B, that like Twitch is really dancing around this, you know? Like, come on. Like, you're saying that you want to ban all sexually explicit content, but we're all adults. We understand that there's obviously a sexual element to this. Like, they're never transparent with their TOS, like any major corporation isn't. Any major social media corporation is basically TOS is going to be this guideline that we put out there, and it's going to be enforced at will. Hence, it's completely pointless. Like, some people will be taken down for certain things, others will not. Like, what was it? Bad Bunny got a 2-week suspension for talking about, classifying white people or grouping white men together. And then there's like me, who has never been taken down for anything like that. Maybe it's because I don't have as many active hate viewers. I don't know.
If you see something that you think violates our community guidelines, please report it. And I want to also use this as a reminder to let everyone know that mass reporting is not a thing. A machine never takes an enforcement action against a report if 100 or 1,000 people all report the same thing, that will not cause just an action or a stream or something to go down. I think this is a myth that needs to be busted in the grand scheme of things. However, it is important that you do report, because every single one of these things is reviewed by...
I don't believe this for a second. Mass reporting is a huge thing. It's a huge problem. What are you talking about? Like, so many people get mass reported and flagged.
And, you know, talk about someone doing X content or Y content just because you may not like it. Now, there are other things. I am not trying to compartmentalize everyone's thoughts into this, and I hope that you will expect...
Who is the streamer god? He works for Twitch, so he basically is the closest thing you'll get to someone actively talking to you face to face about Twitch's policy decisions, TOS, stuff like that. But yeah, I think he's not being completely honest or transparent about this kind of stuff. Oh, you don't mean Wheat? Oh, XQC. XQC is the biggest streamer on Twitch. I think right now. After Ninja left, he became the default biggest. Yeah, he's literally the largest streamer. I think he's got typically like 100K live viewers, like basically a fucking stadium worth of humans watching him all the time.
Expand on the concerns that you might have when I talk about how you can submit things to us. But the other thing, too, is that, man, the content landscape is constantly evolving, right? We went from Twitch, which was just gaming. There was a time where I could not even talk to you like this for longer than 30 minutes. Otherwise, I was at risk of not getting a ban or getting a warning. And as Twitch has grown and as people have...
Wow, I didn't know that. So Twitch used to be like, if you're not playing video games at all times, it's going to be against it. Huh.
Brought more interest to the platform as creators have grown, as creators have started doing more interest. And I'm not just talking about I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about duck feeding cams and the owl streams that we've seen.
It's why old streams had a lot of WoW viewers, I think. Because most personalities that played WoW,
don't like IRL or breakdancing, you kind of have that power
they would talk about people in real life and their people,
but just
you couldn't just talk.
Not engage and watch on it. Now, with that being said, if you have concerns other than what we may have addressed today, by all means,
Interesting. I don't know if there's any other Twitch hot stream new rules. I don't know if there's anything else. Like, I see the majority of people complaining about this stuff seems to be like overwhelmingly kind of like MRA style channels, like men's rights channels, as if like somehow it's detrimental to the platform as a whole. Yeah, your quarterings, for example. Hey, do you like movies? Do you like Serfs? Do you want movies and Serfs watching the movies? So then come over to the new channels. It's the Serfs Cinema. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, you know, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like, just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account, because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks why do older generations believe the things they believe, one of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our God, Xander Corvus, we shall build ornate temples in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, and the Tim Caucus, we aim to be the best court jesters your money can buy. To our lords, Evan Nudie, Trevor R., Alexander Thaler, Ryan Lubin, Tofox, Jeff Lamb, Sint Forzi, we are your humble vassals, ready to till your land. To our Knights of the Round Table, Omni, Mr. Anderson, Riley and Anna, Ryan Craig, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophoja, Saren 42, Chronic to Hempog, The Great Houdini, Bone Jenny, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramon Acosta, J. Fraser Cartwright, Jimmy Bignuts, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Yopi, Josh Mickelson, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Constance Joyce Lacheris. We raise our glass of mead and we salute you.